Well, let's do a bit of this go-kart project thing then, shall we? Got my grinder, and I also went and got some of these flappy paddle sanding discs. Used to use a lot of these when I was a welder, when I was welding. Used to use a lot of these to sand down bits of random metal and things and bits and bobs. So just stick one on. Got a random cutting disc on at the minute. Let's stick one on and get going, shall we? Alright, now we're facing a small problem that I didn't realise would happen with this. I've used these many times to sand down things with paint on and things, but I must have, these are 800 grit, probably should have got a bit firmer than that, but I'm going to have to go and get some grinding discs and just grind the paint off rather than sand the paint off. I'm going to have to grind it off, because all the paint's filling up all the disc and it ain't doing anything. So I'll go and get some actual grinding discs and I'll just grind the paint off. It'll be a lot faster than trying to do it with these things, and I'll just use these to sand it down afterwards to get a nice finish. But so far I've managed to do the top of this bit, so it's all good. But so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this steering wheel off actually now, and I'm going to take the front off, getting ready to weld up, and I've got to go and buy some MIG wire as well, and I can weld that front bit up there snapped off. And I think there's a bit over there was snapped off on the side as well. So I'll do that. Alright, got the wheels off. I'll tell you what, I thought they were going to be really like, I thought the wheel nuts were going to be properly stuck on there because of the fire, but they were all like really hand tight. I didn't even need the impact gun really. As soon as I put the socket on there, they were loose. Didn't even have to press the trigger. Never mind. Anyway, let's inspect them. Well, this one's had it. I'm not going to try and refurb them, there's no point. That one's had it. Completely dead, that one. So I think they're all the same. They've all got big dents in them. Probably not going to hold any air anyway. So I think I'll have to get rims and tyres for it. It's got a big dent in it as well. See, if they were in good condition, I would have sanded them and painted them. And then just put tyres on there. This one's probably one of the worst ones. But they're in. Well, I probably could hammer it out and try and make it straight again, but it's probably more hassle than it's worth, because they'll probably keep leaking because I'm not going to be able to get them perfect. So I think what I'll do is I'll just bin these and go and get some rims and tyres at some point. Right, while I'm here, let's try and free up these bearings on these front wheels. If you notice, they are free, properly squeaky. So get a bit of the old maintenance spray, spray it all around in there and in there. Work it in. I'll leave it to soak in there as well. But we should be able to get it to free up. I don't want to have to take the bearings out and put new bearings in, you see. It's all more expense that I ain't got. So, anything that I can get back up and running, I certainly will. So I'm going to go and oil up all of them and see what happens. Alright, I've gone and oiled the 2 front ones up, the back ones don't need it. I don't want to be oiling too much because I'm only going to sand it down and paint it anyway, but I wanted to make sure these bearings are going to be alright. So there we go. Nothing a little bit of oil can't fix. At least that one's alright. Has got a little bit of in and out play, but that nut might be loose for all I know. But at least we've, you know, got a better bearing now. If when I'm driving these fall apart, yeah, so what, I'll put new ones on. It's not as if I'm going to be going a million miles an hour, is it? This one was a little bit more tricky, mind you. It was properly seized up, and it still is. But I'm fairly confident. A bit more oil on that, and I'll better get that one to work. So that's that. Well, I've been out here for nearly 4 hours now. Done quite a bit. Managed to get the wheels off. Oiled up the things, the bearings. Done a little bit of the sanding. But yeah, I've done sanded off the little bracket thing down there. What holds that frame up. But I need to go and buy some MIG wire, so that's going to be that for today. I'm passed for 4 hours work, eh? Didn't spend most of my time tidying up, did I? No, of course I didn't.